What a trip. California. What an amazing experience. What an amazing initiation. What an amazing time. So much more work to be done. So much I am learning about myself. So much. So much. So much. I'm feeling extra blessed. I'm also in this process of healing. I'm feeling a little bit sick, and I'm doing my best to take care of my immune system. I did not enjoy the mandatory mask wearing on the airplane. Oh my God, that was excruciating. I couldn't help but just keep praying. Please, God, like, just let the world return to the way it used to be. Oh my God, so much we took for granted, right? So much we took for granted. I have been so stressed out and just very confused, and in this upheaval and in this process of basically awakening and starting to see myself in ways that I just did not see myself. And I'm having to take a whole accountability, like, like if I'm being too mean, or if I'm too harsh on myself, or if I'm working too hard, or like if I'm having no boundaries, like all these different things that I'm experiencing. And so much I wish I could share with you. However, some things I'm guided that I'm meant to keep personal and share with those who who it's meant to go to. So if like we have private conversations and it comes up, I'd be more than happy to share with you. This is also why I'm constantly encouraging you, if you're called to book me and my time, that we can have ceremony online. I do not need to be in person to work with this Shaktipat, this transfer of energy, or to give an accurate reading and to help give appropriate spiritual guidance or anything that you feel called. Or I can do private sound healings. And this is part of the reason I've also been stressed out, not being at the work in Casadega and not having my own office and having that egotistical or story of a 9 to 5 kind of thing. In that case, a 9 to 7. I'm called to continue doing the work, though, so I'm putting this message out here, calling in all my ideal clients, that anyone that is interested in working with me and either getting a psychic reading or talking about mediumship or your own personal psychic gifts, or however you choose to give narrative and paint language to these things. There's so many other things that I have available. If you are interested in working together, just know that if spirit is guiding you, all you have to do is just reach out to me. If finances are an issue right now, I don't mind doing like an introductory, like maybe 15-minute Zoom call or some kind of initiation together where we can communicate and kind of see where you're at. And I'm also one who is known to like possibly front you. So like if you have no money right now but you need some help, I'd be more than happy to front you a session and then trust in you and your own good karma that you will return to me what is owed. And for me, it's not always about that. The spiritual work, it's so much about us just doing the work. And I'm feeling really called to do this. And this is how I'm choosing to make resources and make a living. So if you are called, please listen to the call. I'm calling in this income. I am in need of this income. I am in need of cash. My rent has been increased, and I am interested in growing and continuing to invest in my dreams, and this is going to take resources. So please, equal energetic exchange, please. And if I have in the past serviced you, please pay your dues. If you can afford now to pay for what I have serviced, please pay now. Please do not continue to drown me in emails or hold me in expectations to read you or to be present with you or to be of service to you if you have not been square with me. Please, this is very deteriorating to my energy and completely uncompassionate to me, having me process you and your personal life and your personal experiences as my own, using my gift of empathy and taking advantage of it, okay? Understand that I am you. See the importance of my need to eat. My fridge is completely empty right now. I am in great need to properly flourish and to invest in myself and my health. And right now I'm just going to be fasting and taking vitamins and drinking lots of water. I've been working with essential oils. I took some thyme today, and I'm actually ingesting these oils. I do not suggest you to work with your oils in that way because you do not know how they have been harvested and what additional chemicals are put into the creation process. So that is why I encourage you not to do that. It can be extremely bad for your organs. I'm simply doing like a scientific method, you could say, of just like trial and error, just seeing like trying this, trying that. I've also been working with the Young Living Thieves oil, and I've only done like 2 drops of that today, and I'm definitely feeling already a lot better. I've also just taken one of my vitamins. You're supposed to take 3 to get a whole dose, and they're just like these giant like horse pills, I'll jokingly say, and I'm just like, ugh, I hate pills. I hate pills so much. And I always have. It comes from like childhood and being forced on ADHD medications when I was little. And if I could possibly just be freed of that for good, that's great. So here I am. Something else I wish I had done is after my colonic, I wish that I had shown you a video of my stomach. Wow. Like, I've been working out super duper duper hard, and like this colonic like really brought out this extreme definition in my stomach. However, I had failed myself because I had overindulged in eating after my colonic. Like, I had just ate all this fruit, and I also had spoiled myself to Indian food out there, which, by the way, was totally not as good as Namaste. Their naan, it was so much bigger. But, bread isn't really like what's best for me to be having right now, if ever, or if any human being, but it is quite delicious. I was very grateful that my naan was still good when I came home. So I came home around like 2 a.m. and I made myself that dal and some garlic naan, and that was my meal before bed. And I actually ate it while I was in the bath. That's probably not the most mindful or best thing to do, but it's just kind of like truthfully my process and where I'm at right now. I'm, again, beyond blessed, and I'm very excited to share with you all the stories about Bufo alvarius and all the different things, such as me being of service and being an assistant to Ananya serving Kambo, and all the different things that just no words will compare. And speaking of words, I've gone ahead and I've added a very special book to my wish list. Thanks to my boyfriend, I have witnessed and received a couple different books that he was interested in the past that was on his wish list, and today is actually his birthday, so happy birthday to my loving, amazing partner. And yeah, I've decided to actually incorporate some of these books onto my wish list that I'm interested in, A, sharing with him, and B, also reading and integrating into myself as well. One of them is called Narrative Medicine. So if you are called, I have generated an Amazon wish list of my own. And on there, I have a lot of different things that I'm calling in for the holiday. My biggest dream is definitely that buffalo hide, and I am saving up Amazon gift cards. It's very possible this buffalo hide won't smell as good as the one that I got to play with at the Wolf's Museum of Mystery, but oh my God, how much that just like touched my soul. My intention is to lay this hide over my bed and to just like be with it forever. And I do not intend on using it as a rug. I imagine it might possibly be used like that at some point. However, I have intentions of keeping it clean and taken care of, possibly with sage and just going into proper protocol. I've also added a sheepskin that seems like multiple hides have been combined together. This was a $400 rug that has now actually had the price drop to like $300 and something. My fantasy is to place this underneath my desk. However, I'm like waiting to re-add this desk to my wish list. There is a proper timing to receive this. I'm kind of in this process right now that I'm in this great development. So if you could be patient with me, I'm just trying to clear with you my boundaries right now, what I'm really interested in. Let me think here. I have added a couple items that I am interested in supplying for my partner, such as a beautiful calculator, a very fascinating calculator actually that is specific for working with calculus and for doing physics. And I'm very, very, very much so satisfied with, like, you could say, our development and continuing this education, like putting in the work, So if you feel called and you're not someone who like can comprehend that, or you're someone that values that, this would be a great gift. Again, there's a couple books that are intended for me to read first and then possibly share with him. And let me think. I've also added a backup pair of pants for him. We have already purchased one of these pair of pants, and he loves them, so I like the idea of doing another. And I'm really kind of struggling with figuring out like what I really want right now. You know, I've added some sacred cacao to my wish list right now, and oh my god, I love cacao. And I'm not certain that this cacao is as good as the one that I received from Peru, but this is like a sample pack. And I'm very, very interested in trying it. I've added some clay that looks interesting that I'm interested in playing with. Trying to think what else is actually on the list. There's a pair of shoes on there that are like, you know, they're just rainbow, so I kind of like the idea of that. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. There's not. Oh, the tuning forks. I have received the tool to hit the tuning forks, you know, but I don't have the tuning forks themselves, and I love working with tuning forks. They're a very, very powerful healing tool that I love to incorporate into Trina medicine. I am intending on doing a lot more live streams and having a set regimen once I am gaining clarity and appropriate health. I just want to take some time to share with you. I was kind of liking my vibe right now, so I wanted to transfer to you this Shakti pot. I'm kind of like indulging in these emotions of being in love, and I'm kind of really enjoying that. So thanks to those of you who are holding a space and, you know, I guess you could say giving me permission and feeling almost like a sense of pride or proudness or happiness for me that I am finally coming into a relationship that I am actually valued and seen and respected, and you could say treated like the goddess that I am. And I'm certainly interested in leveling up and taking it like a step further, you could say. And time can only tell how this will express itself, and it's been a pleasure to share with you my personal journey. As many of you have known, like if you've been following my journey as I have shared with the public, you'll know that I have been in many abusive relationships. Meaning that like the partner may have spoken to me in inappropriate ways, or possibly been physically dominating or trying to control me in ways of like what I like or what I do. And there's been like a lot of conditions, that conditional love or transactional love, that I will love you if you do this, or I will love you, I will do this, or I will rub your feet if you do this, right? Like things like that. Like I'm not looking for that. I'm just looking for like love and like, you know, foot rubs. I'm just kidding. That's just part of it. And everyone has like their own things, you know. It's just a matter of just honoring your needs, and there's a big difference between the wants and the needs, right? Like there are those who kind of just want a foot rub, and then there are those who are like, man, I really need a foot rub, right? Or you know, it could be other areas, like the girl might need her boobs rubbed, you know, and only her partner can do this. Or and there's a big difference between you like playing with her breasts for her, or are you doing it for you, you know? And I'm guided to also possibly provide some like more education about like, you know, getting comfortable or treating the lady like the goddess, and then also treating the hubby like the king, you know. So there's like a lot of play. So I'm guided to also do like a lot of relationship stuff, but I'm also interested in pursuing my education further into more awareness about relationships and psychology and things like that. So I'm kind of just diving down all these different rabbit holes, and I'm interested in expanding my mind and learning as much as possible. A book that I'm about to be diving into is How to Change Your Mind by Michael Pollan. This is a book that was gifted to me like by my boyfriend maybe like 2 years ago or something like that. It seems like a long time ago, maybe like 3 years ago. But I'm just now about to be indulging into this book because I'm guided to expand my vocabulary, and I'm guided to also enhance my mentality and to expand my mind in another way. I'm really interested in thinking differently instead of being in the subconscious mind of self-attack and self-sabotage and kind of like judgment, and I'm looking more for, what's the word that I'm looking for? It's bothering me. Maybe I'm not meant to share, and that's okay. It's driving me nuts to try to think of the word. It's kind of like reassurance, you know, like seeking that external validation, or I'm so upset with myself that I can't think of it. Well, that's just gonna bother me, and that's okay. I'm going to have to check back in with my notes and see what that word is, and then possibly I will come back, possibly not. Thank you for listening and being part of my world. Thank you for supporting my happiness. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Some of you actually can see and know and witness that I am you. So when I am happy, you are happy. And if you can give me permission to have these things, then you can give yourself permission to have these things. And it works the same way. So when I win, you win, we win. We win. Aho mataki ayasen. Ciao.